The world of product design is vast, with limitless possibilities for products, whereas our wallets are unfortunately not. Thus arises the need for products to differentiate themselves from other products. One way that this is done is with the variance of the user interface, and there are several factors or characteristics which constitute the effectiveness of said user interface. The first factor that makes a good user interface is the simplicity of the design. A simple design means that a product is more likely to be accepted as part of a wider market because more people will be able to use the product. This links in with another factor, the ease of use, and both of them kind of go hand in hand. Two products that I would like to show off to demonstrate these concepts are these two products that have been designed to repel mosquitoes. Both designs have an extremely simple user interface, however, where they differ is in their ease of use. The white product is very easy to use as all I have to do is to toggle this switch with my hand and then it turns on. However, with the red product I need to open a separate package, get a cartridge out, take out the used cartridge and then place it very awkwardly into the slot. And then on top of that I need to plug it in order for it to turn on, which is very inconvenient if I had a power outlet that was far from where I would use this product. Which brings me on to my next point, visibility and feedback. Products should make it obvious how they should be interacted with. With the white mosquito absorber, there is a clear symbol denoting the ubiquitous binary power switch. However, on the red mosquito repeller, there's nothing that hints at how it operates. It might tell you what to do on the packaging, but who reads the packaging before using a product? Therefore, how a product should be used must be explicit in the design of the product. Then, there is feedback. This is how a product tells a user something. I feel like this is a thing that most products get right, as it plays the critical role in the success of a product. As an example, please listen to this brief compilation of audio feedback in products that I could find around my house. Actually, these speakers are a good example of another property, the intuitive logic and organization of controls, as well as a low memory burden, two more properties that are coincident. Intuitive logic and organization means that the product is easy to use without reading the instruction. For example, with these speakers, I can infer that these knobs are most likely rotary knobs that adjust the settings stated below. However, I had no way of being able to tell that the knob on the far left is actually a button that I had to press instead of turning. Affordance is not the property of how cheap or expensive something is to buy, but rather the physical properties of the object that can hint at how it can be used. For example, the buttons on my keyboard are clicky, and thus hint at the fact that they can be pressed or clicked. Constraints are what stop people from doing something incorrectly. For example, you're not allowed to wear a Winnie the Pooh t-shirt in Poland, it's illegal to wear a suit of armor in British Parliament, and it's illegal to hike naked in Switzerland. Wait, those aren't constraints. Those are weird laws from around the world. However, getting back on track now, in a design context, examples include the circular microphone jack, making it impossible for people to put the cable in the wrong way. Finally, mapping. Now mapping is actually extremely complex and takes a long time to explain. So basically,